All right, now we got another reaction video, and it's from PCB. It's about Backlash. We got to get ready for Backlash this Saturday, so we might as well react to the videos that has something to do with Backlash. Might as well, right? So let's go ahead and check out what BCB have to say about Backlash.
Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? It's Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. I promise you will not be disappointed. And if you're old to the channel, Couch Crew, what's going on, man? Hope you guys are having a great day today. Please follow me on Instagram at Real Black Couch Booking, and please join my Discord. Links in the description down below. And last but certainly not least, please join the Patreon. Exclusive content. People been loving the Patreon. We got about 11 members now, so we want to keep going strong. And I'm gonna keep dropping content just like I drop consistent content over here on YouTube. Promise you, it will be money well spent, and it will be to support the channel and to help me grow. So I thank you for the people who already joined, and I'm looking forward for the new members as well. I'm gonna start giving my Patreon members shout outs as well. So thank you guys for that. Um guys, I'm not a pessimistic type of content creator. But especially with this wrestling stuff. I love wrestling. I love WWE, AEW, TNA, New Japan, whatever the case may be. I love all wrestling across, all platforms. But, we got to keep it open and honest over here. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm not feeling too confident about Backlash. Like, sincerely, I'm really not. Obviously, this video was coming out before the last few matches or the last match is revealed. But even with what we have now, I'm not impressed. That's not to say that the matches won't be good, but no one can tell me that backlashes of the previous years, even recently, didn't feel like a big deal or a good, just a good deal after WrestleMania this year. First of all, came too quick. I think WrestleMania, I love when WrestleMania used to be in March. I will say that. And WrestleMania being the first week of April just sounds perfect to me. I think they put WrestleMania in a very weird spot this year because it feels like it was like 2 weeks ago, and now we're already jumping into Backlash. You could have did Backlash next week or the week after, I think, and I don't think that would have messed anything up. I know scheduling and things like that is a part of it, but it's happening so fast that we just have throw together matches, and every match don't gotta have this crazy significant story, but it's like I personally. Backlash to me used to be a big deal back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like when Randy was champ, when John Cena was champ, and don't worry, I'll get into that. Even Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega, Backlash in Puerto Rico was fire, bro. In my opinion, I had a great time with Backlash in Puerto Rico. I think if they would have kept Backlash in Mexico, it would have been really, really good. But obviously, there are circumstances as to why that's not the case. But let's just talk about it, man. You guys are already on stream. If y'all saw the stream that, wrestling with things, my guy David, Rage Man Reg, Ricky the Shadow, Affluential Sports, my guy D-Walk, expert level wrestling, OG. We was talking about Backlash, and we were talking about the United States Championship division on SmackDown. And it's so many intricacies because you can say, well, sometimes you need to get, main eventer, top card kind of guys to help build the mid card up, which is true in some cases, but I don't think it's true in this case. But I will say SmackDown's mid card division is not the greatest. They literally have like five guys: Carmelo Hayes, Santos Escobar, um, now Aleister Black, right? Maybe Andrade if they ever want to use him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not good. Ray Phoenix now, like they haven't built up their mid card. The SmackDown is like 70% tag teams. Mid-card division damn near non-existent. Talk about the top main event division, definitely non-existent. But there's no way, no reason why we should have Damian Priest versus LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre. I was fine with just Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu straight up because that puts over your United States champion. Jacob Fatu beats Drew McIntyre. It doesn't hurt Drew McIntyre at all. A loss doesn't hurt Drew McIntyre. He's still a great promo.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jacob versus Drew, I mean, I think that would be an epic match to me, but they had to put two faces with two heels. And honestly, I would rather for Drew to face Jacob, but I guess that's just for a different time, I guess, you know. But I don't mind this fatal four way. I'm just wondering if are we still gonna get a fatal four way with Tiffany and Nia Jax and Jade and Naomi? Otherwise, we're probably gonna have to wait till next week or Saturday night's main event. But y'all comment down below. Are y'all down to see this fatal four way, or are you down to see something else? Y'all comment down below. Let me know. Let's get back to the video.
Still does great character work. No one would turn on Drew McIntyre, and I'll just keep elevating Jacob Fatu because eventually he will be in the main card scene. But LA Knight just lost at WrestleMania. Why is he still in the United States Championship picture? Damian Priest just lost at WrestleMania to Drew McIntyre. He should move on to a different story that builds him back up into getting into the main card as well. Because Drew McIntyre should be a main card guy. I do like his justification saying that, well, John Cena's a punk, and I want to fight the baddest of the baddest. I don't want to fight no damn square. So I want to fight Jacob Fatu. I'm cool with that. That's absolutely fine. But LA Knight wanting the championship again is dumb. He should be elevated to the main event scene. Not to say that he
Yeah, I've been saying that LA Knight should be going to that title, but however, the only way he can go after that title is if he beats John Cena or Jey Uso. But I think beating John Cena would make sense. That's why I understand why they have a list. Like, if you look at this list, why is John Cena facing the same people that he faced before? Like, I don't understand that. Like, why won't he face somebody different? Why won't he face the new talent? Why he got to face the same people that he faced before? Like Sheamus, The Miz, CM Punk. Like, come on, man. Like, this is not the list we want, okay? Yes, Randy Orton. All right, fine. We got that. But why can't he face LA Knight? Why can't he face Damian Priest? Why can't he face Drew McIntyre? Why does he have to face the people that he already faced already? Okay, and I know some of y'all go say, well, Damian Priest and LA Knight are from SmackDown. It don't matter. Randy Orton's from SmackDown, and he's facing them this Saturday. So honestly, brands don't matter when it comes to John Cena. So why the heck can't he face the new talent? Have him face Damian Priest, have him face LA Knight, have him face Drew McIntyre, have him face Jacob Fatu or Solo Sikoa. I mean, come on. Now let's just be like, make some rule. Like, maybe he could face R-Truth. Oh no, he already faced R-Truth already. Never mind. Like, he could have faced, Ludwig Kaiser. He could face well, he already faced Dom already, so that's already done. But, he could have faced let me see if I got things. Braun Breaker, you know what I'm saying? He could face him, he could face Carmelo Hayes. Yeah, have him face Carmelo Hayes. Or maybe some people from NXT. He could face Trick Williams. He could face Obafemi. He could face Javon Evans. Like, you saw Randy Orton face Javon Evans. Why can't he face him? You know what I'm saying? Like, he could face some new talent. He don't got Ethan Page. Like, come on. Like, Sean Spears. Like, somebody. Like, he doesn't have to face the same old people. He could face somebody different. Like, I don't understand this card, man. I really don't. I don't think nobody wants to see him face the same people because it ruins the history of it. Like, John Cena versus Randy Orton should not be mid. Like, this match shouldn't even be it shouldn't even be mid at all. Like, when we think about John Cena and versus Randy Orton, we think about classics, like the SummerSlam, like I said, WrestleMania, what's that one being, if we think about, that TLC match, that I Quit match, like, it's just, like, there's so many things, like even the Fatal 4-Way with John Cena, JBL, and Triple H, like those are classics. And then when you just put this match together, man, it just don't feel like a classic. It just feels like a money grab. You know what I'm saying? Just, it doesn't feel like it don't have that feeling that you had back in the day when these two were facing each other. Like I said, when Randy Orton was heel, I wanted to call the police on Randy Orton. Just because of the things that he was doing, like what he did to Stephanie, what he did to John Cena's Potter. Like, I really wanted Randy Orton to go to jail for all the things that he was doing. Like, I really wanted him to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just moving the things he was doing was just way too far. It's just the things that Randy Orton was doing was just way too far. And I just did not like the things he was doing. And that's why when Triple H, faced him at one night stand and I think he injured his collarbone, I was just like, yeah, I'm glad he's gone. But I knew he was gonna come back. But when he separated himself from Legacy, I knew at that moment he was going to become face, but 10 times dangerous. Still as dangerous. The man was still punting key people. He was still going crazy. And that's one thing that I liked about it. But now it's gone, you know? But it's just like now that we're going to get these two facing each other again, it just don't seem executed right. But however, I don't know how John Cena is going to win. It's either he can win through R-Truth's help or he could win just by doing what Randy did back in the day, and that was slapping the ref. Which every time I think about that clip, I'm like, how the heck I don't remember this? Well, that's what happens when you just look back like that, you know? So it is what it is, man. But I'm looking forward for this Saturday, but I'm not looking forward for this match. I'd rather watch Becky and Lyra or the Fatal 4-Way match. At least it'll be entertaining to me, you know? So let's get back to the video.
Should win the championship from John Cena, but a one-off match with John Cena during this last run would be absolutely fine. Because who is on SmackDown? Who's the main event guys besides Randy Orton and John Cena? Who? Obviously, they're gonna find someone to fill that role once, Randy Orton loses potentially. But who? Cody Rhodes? We don't know when Cody Rhodes gonna come back. So who? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like LA Knight, I'm not even the biggest LA Knight fan because I'm one of the guys who said that I don't know if LA Knight's a main eventer without winning the Money in the Bank or winning the Royal Rumble or something or King of the Ring or something like that. I don't. He obviously he's had a championship match opportunities before, but I don't know if he's a main eventer without something happening to make sense. Damian Priest was a world champion. Justification. Jacob Fatu is now the United States champion. Let's say he loses to Solo Sikoa, he can go up. That's justification. Drew McIntyre is Drew McIntyre. That's justification. But like I said, I'm cool with him versus Jacob Fatu. Other than that, who on SmackDown? Who else on SmackDown? The Miz? Like who else on SmackDown? Like genuinely. I think Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre should be a one-on-one and he should beat Drew McIntyre straight up. Just like he beat LA Knight. No interference, no nothing. Keep elevating Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu don't need people to interfere. If people interfere, it's to build the story that he don't need Solo Sikoa anymore. Or Solo Sikoa messed something up. Like Damian Priest and LA Knight being in this match doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even about them being in the main. Y'all love tournaments so much, y'all could do a singles tournament to determine the next number one contender after the Randy Orton and John Cena match, and that's the story that's unfolding. Or you just have LA Knight, Damian Priest go at it because they're so thirsty to elevate it to the next main card, division. Even though they both lost, they were like, well, who's the biggest loser, me or you? Let's find out. Simple as that. The women's match for SmackDown, we don't know what's gonna happen. They booked a predicament where you could literally have two tag team matches for SmackDown and Raw. You can do Tiffany and well, they obviously it's been done, but Tiffany and Jade versus Nia and Naomi at Backlash would have been cool to me because you could have a fallout from that, and then if you want to do a fatal four way, you do a fatal four way at the next PLE. Obviously, I don't think that's going to be the case. If they might just do Tiffany and Nia straight up and then save Naomi and Jade for another time, or just have both of them qualify for Money in the Bank or something like that. But I would be cool with Tiffany versus Nia. I hope they don't do a tag team match for the SmackDown women because doing Rhea and Io versus Julia and Roxanne at Backlash makes more sense to me. Me personally, I don't think after that triple threat match, I don't think I need to see Io versus Rhea straight up. I don't need to see Io defend at Backlash if we're already having Lyra versus Becky defend at go at it at Backlash, which is a match that I'm cool with. I'm cool with because regardless a good outcome is going to come. If Lyra loses, she's going to win the Money in the Bank. Mark my words, or the Royal Rumble potentially. If Becky loses, that elevates Lyra according to y'all, because if Tiffany being Charlotte it was a thumbs up for her and elevated her, then why wouldn't this elevate Lyra? It's the same booking. They just have different championships. Well, one is mid card, one is the WWE Women's Champion. It doesn't matter.
Well, I think the reason why Becky needs to win this is because she has the aura and the popularity to build up the Intercontinental title. So if she wins it, then that would be good for the title because then that way it could give it some elevation. It's just like if Alexa Bliss came back and take the United States title from Selena Vega, it would give it some evolution and it'd give it some pop. You know what I'm saying? It can definitely give it some attention. And the fact that Becky and Lyra are defending the title at Backlash, that means something. It's kind of like when, this might not be a good example, but it's kind of like when Chelsea Green and Michi were facing the United States title at Saturday night's main event. At least the title was on the line. You know what I'm saying? It might not, Michi and Chelsea Green might not be the main events, but at least they had a booking. And I think that would be the case for this, but except Lyra's facing a bigger star, which this can elevate her to become a bigger star herself. So if Lyra wins, it's because, it could be because of Bayley, or it could just be because, they got different plans for her. And, again, I don't have a problem with Lyra retaining, but at least, people can see that Lyra is elevating thanks to that Becky Lynch and her turning heel. I still think that this should have been a tag team match between Liv and Raquel and Lyra and Becky. But again, I could take this. And this, to me, is the main event of the night because I can give two fucks about the other matches. The Fatal 4-Way match is cool, but Lyra versus Becky, to me, that's the main event. Now, you can comment down below and say John Cena versus Randy Orton, but come on, guys. How many times we see John Cena versus Randy Orton? How many? Because you telling me that we're going to consider that as a main event when we know who's going to win and we know how this is going to end? It's pointless. I really don't want to see John Cena versus Randy Orton, but because you guys want to see it, I want to watch it with you. But I'm probably gonna just, drink till I throw up, because honestly, I really don't see the reason why we should watch this again. What? Because John Cena's heel and Randy is face? Come on now, it means nothing to me. Me pouring me a drink of orange juice mixed with mango lemonade is more entertaining for my taste buds than it is for my eyes to watch a repetitive match, really, just with different roles. It means nothing to me. When I could rather watch Lyra defend her Intercontinental title at a pay-per-view while she's facing one of her mentors, Becky Lynch. I don't know if she's your mentor or not. I'm just saying. I just think this is a good thing. Of course, we have Dominic Mysterio versus Penta, but honestly, I don't give two fucks about that match because we all know that Dom's retaining. I don't know if Finn is going to interfere, but I don't know if he's going to defend the title by himself. But knowing Dom, he gonna follow his uncle's footsteps by saying, "I lie, I cheat, I steal." Yeah. Well, the only thing you're probably gonna do in this match is cheat, but hey, at least you won clean at WrestleMania, so that's good. I'll give you that. But other than that, I'd rather watch Lyra versus Becky. I'm rooting for Lyra. If you ask me, I want Becky to win it just because I do want her to get her first ever Intercontinental title. So I do want her to win it just to elevate the belt. But the thing is, Lyra winning Money in the Bank over Naomi and Roxanne, nah, I'm giving that Money in the Bank to Naomi. So for him to say that Lyra's going to attend in that match, I don't know. I don't have a problem with Lyra being Money in the Bank, but I would rather for Naomi to be Money in the Bank because if she don't win it, it would be devastating for her. Lyra can get a title shot, probably like I don't know, down the road, I guess. Maybe she can get a title shot at SummerSlam. Even though I wanted to be Liv Morgan. But it's cool. It's funny how Liv Morgan said she's gonna win that back, but everyone's saying you shouldn't. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Lyra versus Becky. I got Becky. Y'all comment down below. Let me know who you got. You know. Let's get back to the video.
It doesn't matter. Like Lyra gets TV booking as well, so it doesn't matter. It's not like the mid card title has never been seen. Like let's relax, right? So yeah, I will much prefer that the Raw women get the tag team match and then Tiffany versus Nia, so we could close the book on that story that we should have been done a long time ago. And then we could see if Jade or Naomi is going to win the Money in the Bank. Either one of them winning is my picks. So they don't need to have a match at Backlash. We don't need to see two women's tag team matches, and we don't need to see another one-on-one match either.
You motherfucking right?
I think Backlash does have the potential to have more than 5 matches, but we'll see. But this next match is a waste of time. Pat McAfee versus Gunther is a waste of time, especially if it's just to bring back Goldberg. You're hating on Goldberg. Goldberg's a legend. No, just don't need to see. It's unnecessary, especially if Gunther loses. It's unnecessary. Just because Gunther lost to Jey Uso at WrestleMania don't mean he need to have a string of losses now. We should have got Gunther versus Goldberg while Gunther was the champion. Gunther versus Goldberg is a crown jewel Saudi Arabia match. It's not a match for a PLE that's worth anything, especially now there's no title because it's not a Clash of the Titans. It's Gunther who just had two amazing runs back to back versus Goldberg who hasn't wrestled in how long, and his last few matches were not the greatest. And it's no hate against Goldberg. It's just it's unnecessary. Gunther versus a returning Brock would have been cool. Obviously, they probably can't do that right this second, but I don't need to see Gunther versus Goldberg, me personally. And if it does happen, y'all always talk about it's not going to be a 5-star classic. Is John Cena versus Randy not going to be a 5-star classic? Is Gunther versus Goldberg going to be a 5-star classic? No, it's just going to be a showing of strength, a showing of dominance. It's going to put one person over or it's going to bury one person. Either Gunther wins and it puts him over with the fans of thinking that it would do that, which I don't think it would do that, me personally, but or it would bury him. Losing to Goldberg is a burial for Gunther. Did Goldberg not bury the Fiend? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, come on, man. And it's not hating on Goldberg. I would feel this way depending on whoever they brought back. Brock is a different story because Brock has had some banger matches before, his hiatus, and he can still go from what I've seen. He had some good stuff with Roman, in my opinion. He had a good showing with Cody, in my opinion, with Seth, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Brock he's still like that. So the Pat Mc not only has Pat McAfee taken a Royal Rumble spot that could have went to anybody, he's beaten a young Austin Theory, and now if he beat, I don't care if he beat Gunther off of interference from Goldberg, it's gonna leave a bad taste in my mouth, bro. I'm like all those wrestlers you just release wrestlers to get rid of the fluff, but you got a commentator wrestling against Gunther. Is Dragunov healthy yet? Can we get Dragunov back, bro? Like seriously, can we get my phone keep vibrating for some, bro? I gotta mute my Instagram notifications. 'Cause y'all be I love the love, but man, your boy be trying to do what he gotta do. Like is Dragunov ready to come back? Oh, a Dragunov interference will be worth it. Let's get Gunther versus Dragunov on the main roster. I would love to see that. That would be a good match. I would love to see that. Last man standing would be dope, or Iron Man match would be dope for sure. It just doesn't make sense to me, guys. I just don't understand what's going on. I'm trying not to crash out. Pat McAfee, you took Corey Graves' spot, a way better commentator than you. Like we got two babyface commentators. Like I like balance, like Thanos. We need to get rid of 50% of y'all. I like balance. I like a heel commentator, face commentator come together. Even Jerry the King, you could consider a face, but he would still bounce off with JR and like that. That's what I miss. We got Pat McAfee standing on the table and we got all that. I don't need all that, bro. That's unnecessary, in my opinion. Logan Paul, Jey Uso. Is that official for Backlash? I'm not sure, but let's say if it's not, it's a prediction. Great choice by WWE if it's official. If not, we could make the Money in the Bank. That could be one of the Money in the Bank main events. I'm not sure. Um, that's a great match. It's gonna be great for Jey Uso, and I feel like if y'all still hate, if y'all would rather cheer Logan Paul than Jey Uso, that's straight hate. This man Logan Paul hasn't gotten cheers since he's debuted. Like let's stop it. People was cheering when The Miz turned on him at WrestleMania. So if y'all rather cheer Logan Paul than Jey Uso, y'all just really don't like Jey Uso. It's hate at that point because nobody likes Logan Paul as far as character, all that. Jey Uso, like that was a great decision by WWE to pick Logan Paul because that's really gonna test to see if people just really hating on Jey Uso or not, bro. Because it's no way, it's no way, bro. It's no way, it's no way. I'm looking forward to seeing what that match will look like though, because Logan Paul is very much so faster paced and gets his spots off. I'm very intrigued by what they're gonna do and how Jey Uso is gonna wrestle that match. He might need to kick it up and revert back to what he was doing as a tag team. He might need to like move a little faster with this match. I'm not gonna lie. Um, the Lyra and Becky match, like I said, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, but that one is just it's a win-win. It's gonna be a good match. It's a win-win, so I don't have issues with that, right? John Cena versus Randy Orton is a tricky one. People expectations. I didn't expect Cody Rhodes versus John Cena to be a five-star classic, even without the Travis Scott thing. So I don't expect Randy Orton and John Cena to be insane. It's for nostalgia, it's for namesake, it's for name value. Some people's names are so big, guys, that they don't have to wrestle five-star matches. That's just the reality. Because if someone's your favorite wrestler, you'll cut them slack. But I'm objective. John Cena's last couple of matches weren't the greatest matches. His match with Austin Theory, I thought it was gonna be way better than that at WrestleMania. It wasn't all that, bro. John Cena is a much older man. He's still in good shape, but he's not the same. Randy had a banger with Gunther, in my opinion. Randy still has some great matches, but y'all say Randy's boring. Y'all say John Cena and Randy's matches have always been mid. I disagree personally, but I think this is going to be a good match. A good match. It's going to be serviceable. It's going to be 3.5 out of 5 in my opinion. And if it's not, I'll let y'all know. And I'll be honest, I don't need nonsense shenanigans, interferences. If John Cena wins, he cheats to win because let's face it, even though him and Randy have had multiple matches, you could say Randy cheated or whatever the case may be. And even if John Cena does win, I would love to see Randy bring back the punt kick at least. Like something got to come out of this. A good swerve, well, a random swerve would be Cody Rhodes returning, and he turns heel with the black hair. No matter who wins the match, he hits, or he helps Cena retain. Not helps, but he hits the crossroads on Randy Orton. Cena retains, and why? Because Cody Rhodes doesn't want Randy to take the belt off of Cena. Cody Rhodes wants to get his chance to, get his rematch against Cena, whether that'll be booked as some heel action, whatever the case may be, and then it'll be revealed that Cody Rhodes has taken up The Rock's offer, and The Rock never wanted John Cena in the first place, so he's cool with Cody Rhodes messing up, doing whatever he got to do to get the belt back, and then he'll back Cody Rhodes against John Cena. I'll be cool with something like that, but that's a long shot in my opinion. It just doesn't feel. I mean, every pay-per-view don't got to be the grandest pay-per-view, blah blah blah. But I thought it was going to come correct with this backlash. I wish it would have been in Mexico because it just would have been a pay-per-view of good showing of good Mexican talent that's on the current roster. I'm sure Dominic would have been on the PLE. I'm sure Andrade versus Penta or Andrade versus Santos. You know what I'm saying? A good showing of talent would have been there. Maybe Los Garza versus the Street Profits or something like that. Because Backlash is a B or C show at this point. So you really don't gotta have nothing significant. But this is like really looking mid to me. Like Jacob Fatu is gonna retain, he better retain. But Damian and LA are only in this match because one of them is gonna take the pin. Like, because they don't just want Jacob Fatu to pin Drew McIntyre, which is we gotta get rid of that mentality. So if Rhea and Io have a match against Julia and Roxanne, if no one interferes to help Julia and Roxanne, Rhea's gonna pin whoever. Rhea's gonna get the pin on whoever. Mark my words. And if it does happen, I'm gonna punch my computer screen because that's insane. Io is the women's champion. She should get the pin. She should get the pin. And Julia should take the pin. Roxanne has taken hella L's recently. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm sick of it, to be completely honest. And I hope off that all that momentum, all that showcasing Roxanne's talent, let's not start booking her like trash. Let's not do that, please. Um, I want to know what your thoughts and opinions are. Do you guys think Backlash is going to be mid? Is it looking mid? I'm looking forward to the predictions. I'm looking forward to interacting with y'all and talking about what's next. So thank y'all for love support, man. Make sure y'all, check out the Patreon, see if it would be something that you'll be interested in. And thank you for supporting the channel as always. We're gonna roll to 10K. May you subathon is going good so far. So let's see if we could crank out some more streams and let's see if we could crank out some more content for the month of May. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Enjoy y'all night. Peace out.
Well, you already know. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. This Saturday, I will be going live 7 o'clock p.m. on Peacock. So you already know what time it is, all right? Regardless if this is mid or not, we will watch and see if it is or otherwise. So get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. And I'll catch y'all on May 10th at 7 o'clock this Saturday. We will be going live on YouTube. So you already know what it is. So make sure you guys tune in, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notifications. And we'll see y'all then, all right? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. I'll catch y'all there. I'm out.